It's a burning fire in my soul. We can all use more love to save the world. And if you feel that joy in your heart, hold on, don't let it part. This is Nature Ellis, and you're tuned into Big Stone Television with the vision.
No matter what the people say, these sounds leads the way. It's the order of the day from your boss DJ, King Stitt. Hopped it from the top to the very last drop.
System for equal rights, sometime in life mess up. And no matter how hard them I fight, tell them say me nah give up. Yeah, tribulations we face in a life, me just a hold it and I go and live up. Hey, look what them do to Jesus Christ, mankind too dangerous. Hey, fighting the struggles all angles, feels like a spiritual strangle. While me lost in Bermuda Triangle, like the wind and the candle. So rough, why life so tough? But me still a hold of faith and I praise me God, me not give up. Why life so rough, so rough, so rough? Why life so tough? Up the ladder me a climb, and mama broke my spine, me not give up. Hey, hear me now. Tell them say no stray from the flock now. Sufferation for stop now. Politicians for change up them heart now. Full-time poor people start reap from the crop now. I no fear no foes or no pestilence. Father God demand me confidence. Jah as my witness, I'm his evidence. It was written from in his Old and New Testament rough. Yeah, why life so tough? Yeah, but me still a hold of faith and I praise me God, me not give up.
A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. Welcome also to the series Gone Too Soon. You know, we have been displaying a number of great ones, a number of icons, a number of legends, those who have paved the way, those who were pioneers in their own right, those who have made reggae music and dancehall what it is today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to feature the King Stitt, or King Stitch, as he was popularly called, the man that made being a DJ cool. The early 1970s saw the beginning of the DJ explosion in Jamaica. The explosion continued throughout the roots reggae era of the late 1970s, culminated in the establishment of dancehall music proper in 1983. This jive talking over already existing rhythms began with Winston Count Machuki Cooper, when he introduced the phenomenon as a selector on the Luke Lane Charles Street bass sound system, Tom the Great Sebastian, during the 1950s. Although most of the credit for the groundwork associated with dancehall, hip-hop, and rap has been accorded to U-Roy, Machuki remains the foundation of the genre. U-Roy himself is quoted as saying, "Machuki was a man I used to love to listen to. I used to say, I'd like to be like this man," using signature phrases like, "Whether you're young or you're old, you just got to let the good times roll." Machuki, on many occasions, energized lethargic audience, elevating them to fever-pitch hysteria. His voice can be heard on the Duke Reid-produced ska recording, Alcatraz, credited to the Baba Brooks Band. Machuki not only motivated U-Roy, but paved the way for the emergence and the lyrics of one Winston King Stitch Sparks. Born with a disfigured face, Stitt was not always accepted. The selector turned the setback into an advantage, proudly stating, "I am the ugly one." Van Cleef, taking a cue from the 1966 movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Possessing immense wit, humor, and articulation belying his appearance, Stitt was more like a walking encyclopedia of Jamaican music. I must admit that I'm indebted to Stitt, who helped me make me musically better off. His wit was demonstrated on one occasion when I asked to purchase an album from him titled Soul Vendors on Tour. His response was simply, "That gone on tour a long time," which meant they were no longer in stock. Stitt was born in Kingston on September 17, 1940, and grew up there. Before getting into music, he tried his hand at woodwork, but soon ventured into the area he loved most, by first becoming an handyman for one of Kingston's top sound system operators during the 1950s, Lord Cool's The Universe, which operated out of a restaurant named Sterling's at the intersection of East Queens and East Streets in downtown Kingston. Stitt's frequent attendance at dances brought him to the attention of the sound system giant Clement Sir Coxsone Dodd and the sound Sir Coxsone's downbeat. At first, he worked as an handyman who would sometimes dance to entertain fans. I started my career on a Friday evening in 1957 at the barbecue lawn along Fleet Street. Count Machuki took on to me because I could dance, says King Stitt. He would eventually be drawn into the DJ business by Machuki's encouraging words. "If you can dance to those records, then you could make a good DJ." Carl Manny Campbell, who at one time operated one of Coxsone's set and was a close friend of Stitt's, explained the stages of Stitt's elevation to the top. He got the practice when the selectors took a break, and then Mr. Dodd put him on the number 4 set. He got promoted to the number 3 set when King Sporty migrated, and then to set number 2. Stitt got the number 1 set after Richard, who had relieved Machuki, left. Stitt jive talking was stinging yet soothing. Love is true, love is pure, love is something no doc can cure. No let the music spotlight fall on the man, B.B. Seaton. He would declare in ceremonial fashion before playing the artist's record, while interjecting in mid-play some shouted phrases. Stitt got into the recording business through the urging of producer Clancy Eccles. In an interview with Eccles, he told me, "I saw King Stitt those days with Coxsone and knew he had a talent to talk, and decided to put him on the rhythm of a song I wrote titled Shooby-Dooby-Doo." The result was Stitt's first recording and first big hit of 1969, Fire Corner, from which came his famous introductory toast. "No matter what the people say, these sounds leads the way. It's the order of the day from your boss, Deejay. King Stitt, all it from the top to the very last drop." Stitt became the first recorded DJ to have hits and make an impact on the chart, just raising the profile of the genre. Eccles claimed that Stitt did close to 20 recordings for him. An ardent movie fan, Stitt got his main inspiration from seeing films like For a Few Dollars More and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Van Cleef, the Ugly One from the latter movie, became the title of King Stitt's next hit. "These are the days of Roth, Eastwood, I am the ugly one, I am leaving Cliff," a line from the song Rang. King Stitt's other hits include Eye for Eye, the punchline of which ran, "Eye for eye, a tooth for a tooth, I'm the one you got to salute." Urban Shuffle and Vigaton 2, in which he said, "Look how you're sad and blue. King Stitt, I've got a new discovery for you. It's the bad, bad Vigaton 2. The last 2 songs was done at Dynamic Sound. King Stitt worked with Dad Studio One in various capacities from the late 1950s until close to the time of his passing. In later years, his knowledge of the pressing plant was crucial to the retrieval of several exclusive stampers, which enabled the repressing of some hard-to-get recordings. In the early 90s, Stitt recorded for Studio One an album titled Dancehall 63. Putting his voice over some original Studio One cuts, he revived memories of Gold Coast, Forester's Hall, and Mutual Hall. King Stitt passed away on January 31, 2012. Was eulogized at the Holy Trinity Cathedral on February 25th and laid to rest that day at the Dovecot Memorial Park. What a powerful, what an exciting, what a great man the great King Stitt was. I personally respect this man so much because his humility, just the way he spoke. I saw him on an interview with Count Machuki, and his kid spoke of the early days, how he got started. His love for the music, his love for just going into the dance and make people smile. Stitt says his only regret was the fact that the hard work that he put in, he never realized it in money. But money wasn't the driving force, he said. It was the love for the people, the love for the music, and the love for Jamaica that makes me want to do this. So today, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the icons that touches the core of my heart. I feel it in debt for this artist. This artist have done great works, and his works should be revered and be respected, and his next of kin should benefit from these mighty works. So I'm calling upon the powers that be, please, the government, please set up a way that we can collect these royalties, these publishing, these copyrights that is owned to these artists. They shouldn't have to go to their grave penniless as King Stitt did. He worked for it, he sweat for it, and he bled for it. No matter what the people say, these sounds leads the way. It's the order of the day from your boss Deejay, King Stitt, all from the top to the very last drop. My condolence goes out to the family of King Stitt. We'll always love you, King. You'll always be the first king of dancehall, because we know that you were selected by the people as the first king of dancehall. May your soul find eternal rest and peace. Please like this video. Please share this video so it can reach the four corners of the earth. Let's celebrate the life of this genius, this great man. Even though he was born with a deformity, he didn't even let that bother him. He himself, before you could look at him and call him the ugly one, he called himself the ugly one. King Stitt, I will always remember you. I will always salute your greatness. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now is the most appropriate time to do so. Thank you for watching.